Hello, guys. Welcome to the watch along today. We've got Boom and Bullions joining us as special guests today from RTL Legends. Welcome, guys.
I'm glad to be here as always.
Yeah. Welcome, Bullions.
Yeah, welcome. It's nice to be back. And come on, England.
Yeah, come on, England. I know.
I
Boom.
don't have the same sentiments.
Yeah, I know. Boom's supporting
I have to
USA.
There's two English people here, so I have to be the voice of America.
He's
enough.
representing soccer.
Someone's got to be.
I'll represent Gormy and his Christian Pulisic.
If Christian Pulisic scores, he's going to be mad in chat, isn't he? He's going to come into chat, 100%.
The LeBron James of soccer, as he is.
LeBron James.
Anyway, let's go through the teams. I'll start and then put it over to Crazy Boom. So I'll start with the England team. We've gone for a lineup of Pickford in goal, Trippier, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Declan Rice, Bellingham, Mount, Saka, Kane, and Sterling. So unchanged game from the Iran game. Unchanged team from the Iran game. We all knew that was going to be the case anyway because it was kind of leaked yesterday that we were going for the same team. I'm pretty happy with the team. They performed against Iran. Hopefully, they can do it again. What do we think of the England team before we move on to the USA?
It did very well from watching the watch along. That team did very well, so I'm not surprised he didn't. He kept it because he usually likes to play the same team as long as it keeps getting results. Which later on in the rounds, because he was starting defensively before, it kind of bitches in the ass as he went on. That kind of made it, but this team he started last time was an attacking team, so I'm hopefully they attack again.
Way back five.
That was my criticisms of it. That was my main criticism of Southgate, that he would always not go attacking with the attacking talent that you guys have. It would never.
I think the only guy who is unlucky to get a start soon, but obviously you don't change a winning team, is obviously Phil Foden. With his form at the moment. But as you say, you don't change.
But I would always say Mason Mount was questionable in the. He was the one that I didn't think did quite well in the Iran game.
Yeah,
I definitely feel like
changed.
I definitely feel like Harry Maguire is warranted his place. Definitely.
I mean, he was arguably man of the match in the Iran game. He surprised me.
Yeah,
he did a lot. I think he surprised a lot of people.
He's actually a couple, and it's either one assist or two assists off beating David Beckham's England assist.
Yeah.
Which he will frame. I said that in the last watch along. He will frame that on his wall. That's why I'm 80 million.
I do have one question for you guys. Like, why is he not starting Aaron Ramsdale?
He's favored Pickford. I was questionable in the Iran game. He wasn't really tested, and when he was tested with that penalty, he let it in. Pickford.
Yeah.
He likes his favourites, and we've done an England podcast, and we talked about this. He likes his favourites.
I just think it's ridiculous, like Aaron Ramsdale, like clean sheets. He's top of the league. He's done really well.
Even Pope at Newcastle.
Exactly. I'd warrant Pickford shouldn't even be. Yeah, Pickford would be my third choice.
Yeah, you'd argue that in the Iran game, though it was so good, the one person that failed his test was Pickford.
But in competitions, he has never let us down. So. Yeah,
but he is also having bad form coming into.
Well, we're lucky that by the time that Iran had scored, we were pretty comfortable. If he does that again, or fumbles it against a bigger team, it's going in. It could cost us. I hope Gareth Southgate. I feel like when you're picking for an England squad, obviously you got to go for some experience and some of your favourites, but you've got to go with the form. If you're in form. And you're in form in the Premier League, and you're English, you should be up there. Aaron Ramsdale is the best goalkeeper in the league. For England, anyway, in the Premier League. He should be number one.
And he plays for the team on top of the table.
Exactly. He has the highest confidence right now. He's in another level, and, is he... I suppose he is on the bench, but, is he second choice goalkeeper, or is that Nick Pope?
That
Yeah,
we
it's a
would see.
hard one.
We'll probably
You might
see. We'll probably see who's the second choice keeper. If he's managed to win this game in the final game group, he would probably play the
Yeah.
second choice
I was just
keeper in
about to
that
say
one.
that. I reckon he starts Ramsdale or
If he doesn't start Ramsdale, I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to Gareth Southgate and ask that he hands in his resignation after the World
Because
Cup.
that's the fact that if England win this game, they're true to the knockout.
Talk about Gareth Southgate. He appears on my TV.
Oh, there was someone in the last game dressed as Gareth Southgate in the waistcoat. I was like, that's the reason you're winning. Someone's dressed as the waistcoat, Gareth.
How does one put the subtitles on this thing?
And next we will go over to Crazy Boom, who's going to talk us through the USA team to face England.
USA. We have Matt Turner, Serginho Dest, Walker Zinnemann, Tyler Adams, Tony Robinson, Yunus Musa, Weston McKennie, the LeBron James of soccer, Christian Pulisic, Tim Ream, Haji Wright, and Tim Whale. Interesting point is that Josh Sargent got dropped after the game against Wales.
Oh God, I know someone who would not like that news.
He's been dropped. I can only imagine it was for him hitting the side netting in that first half where he should have scored in that game. And once again, I fully question, because we said at the very end when we got Gormy in afterwards to give us his analysis of the game, of the Wales game. Zimmerman is a very lucky man to still be in this team. That defensive back line at the very end of that game against Wales, shocking.
God, I hope that's not the World Cup they're given, because that's how they're going to lift that cup. That's big. Like, gonna have to take the whole World Cup squad. That's why they need 23 players. It takes exactly 23 people to hold up the cup.
I mean, for some reason, Declan Rice has a suitcase ready for it, so I'm not sure he picked one big enough. But yeah, the midfield for the USA is pretty self-explanatory. Weston McKennie did pretty good in the last one, despite being Adams once again as the captain. That was the interesting point going into this World Cup, that he dropped Pulisic as the captain, and now the Leeds man Adams is the captain of the squad.
Captain. Question for you: who do you think is going to score the first goal?
I'm going for Bellingham.
I've gone for Sterling.
Yeah, I'm going for Bellingham.
You think it's going to do 2 and 2?
Yeah.
Fair. Can I help you?
From the first round, he's in the. They're saying he's in the top 3 players for the tournament from the first round. They're predicting he's going to be there or thereabouts at the end of the tournament.
Lee Dixon and Sam Allardyce, did he say?
I argue that one of the players of the tournament could be Gavi from Spain.
Yeah, definitely.
He was very good. Although I will bring up, like I said in the podcast earlier, a midfielder wearing the number 9 shirt still is a bit weird to me.
Yeah, definitely. I think Sterling could. I think Saka could be as well. Go.
I mean, it's nice.
A good tournament.
It's nice of Garrett to not play him as a left wing back that he did in one game in the Nations League. That was funny to me.
It's confirmed. Beckham and a Saudi talking. The rumours are going to start. Rumours are already starting about United
and as our own Chris the Celtic man Cameron Carter-Vickers, no idea why he's on the bench. Much better than most of their centre backs.
What are we saying the score's going to be? I'm going to go 3-1 England.
Do you know what? I think we're going to Miller him, and I think it's going to be 4-1.
What about you, Boom?
I'm going to have to put the Gourmet hat on and say 2-1 America.
Going to play some soccer.
Christian Pulisic is going to score some goals for some soccer.
Can we all agree that no one's allowed to mention the word soccer in any RTL chats ever if England beat USA?
The question is, and the real
this is the question.
is,
If England win, then it's no longer soccer.
The real question is, whoever wins gets James Corden, and no one wants that. No one wants that.
The national anthems are happening. We said this during the Wales and USA game. Like, if I was USA, I'd ask, could I take home that giant inflatable World Cup? Just so we have something, you know? You might as well ask.
We were doing a competition at work this week where we have to make like a World Cup style pizza. I done an England flag and like a football pitch. I'm into the next round, by the looks of it. I don't know what to do next. I don't know how I can make a World Cup out of pizza. If anyone knows in chat, let me know.
And the story going into this is that for Wales to still qualify, they would need a favorable result with Iran USA, and they would need England to pretty much pump USA here for goal difference. And then they would need to then go beat England on the final game. That is how Wales can still technically qualify. If all those dominoes fall into place for them.
Nah, Gareth Southgate. No, Gareth Southgate. Gareth Bale's gone to play golf now. He's not interested anymore.
Whereas the USA, they pretty much need to beat Iran by and not get hammered like the Iran did.
Yeah. So. What minute do we think the first goal?
11.
11th minute. I'm going to go an early 5th minute goal for England. What about you, Boom?
The 30-something minute.
Locker's in chat. Welcome in, mate.
Hello there.
Lockers, who you backing? England or USA? We got a Venezuelan on the VAR team today. Oh, the American man almost just let the referee hang in there when he was waiting for the high five.
I've currently got a Sun advert on for the World Cup.
Yeah, you see, that's what happens with ITV. They just pour you with ads. Whereas in Irish coverage, we're getting the American team and all of them.
I've got no adverts because I'm watching actual ITV.
Oh, nice. When you have like the player and stuff, you have so much. Bukayo Saka scored 2 goals on his FIFA World Cup debut.
No Lockers. No. Come on, boys.
Come on, guys. Come on, England. It's a scarf.
USA. 21 goals for Christian Pulisic in not many appearances.
And he's not scoring today.
I still think that would look better in the bin, you know. That scarf. As English players take the knee in their little protest, and they like to do.
They've been told they're allowed to.
The American players
wear-
did not take the knee.
They've been told they're allowed to wear their armbands in the next round. Apparently,
Good. They should just be allowed to wear them straight away.
I agree with the Roy Keane statement that they probably should have done it anyway, just to make a bigger statement.
Yeah.
Just take one player. Just take the card. It would have been a more. It would have made FIFA look worse with them actually giving it. And Lockers thinks I think England will win 1-0 with Saka goal.
Saka.
Well, if Saka scores, there'll be a happy Bullions.
And Lockers.
Unlockers, yeah. Hashtag come on you gooners in the chat.
Well, he'll be happy in chat. I'm talking about on camera
Harry
here.
Maguire is going to score with his bid.
I'll be happy with whoever scores, to be honest. But yeah,
Harry
more so if it's Arsenal.
Harry Maguire is going to score with his big head.
In the wrong goal? What?
You were probably happy when Martinelli got on the pitch for Brazil in the game yesterday.
Yeah.
He almost had an impact.
Almost had an impact, but nonetheless, Brazil still winning 2-0.
You know what I want.
Neymar is apparently out though for the rest of the group games.
Oh, they don't need Neymar. They've got Gabriel Jesus.
I heard he was. No, I heard he was out for the Switzerland game. I didn't think he was out for the rest.
No, apparently the reports from Brazil is that he's out for both the next two group games, and then he'll be back afterwards.
Fair. I am. You know what I want later in the tournament? I want Portugal, and I want after his comments, I want Shaw to go in a really hard tackle on Ronaldo.
Might happen in a later round, but it's not going to happen at the beginning because you're going to get someone from Group A.
We're going to get France. No, yeah, we'll probably get Ecuador.
Yeah, you'll get if you top the group, you'll get the second place in Group A.
We'll get Ecuador, and then we'll get France.
To be fair, I play France because they're getting destroyed by injuries. They've lost their left back. They've lost two strikers.
Honestly, it is probably the perfect year to play France.
Yeah, they're playing apparently they're playing Camavinga at left back for the next game because they've got left back.
The USA man thought they won a throw, but it's been given to England in these early stages.
What minute are you guys in? Because I'm definitely ahead of you.
2 minutes 27.
I'm on 3 minutes 40. I'm
on 3 minutes and 5 seconds. You're only slightly ahead of me, buddy.
I go to a minute and 20 seconds ahead of Jono, though.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you have an actual TV in front of you.
Yeah.
It's slightly different.
Good work, Sterling. Is that the same Zinnerman who used to play for Norwich?
What, Walker Zimmerman?
I'm not sure.
I will look it up for you. Nope, and this Zimmerman has just been at the MLS his entire life.
Ah, fair.
What's the time on your clock at the moment?
5:30.
4:20.
Wait.
I've got like a different tab open for a new thing, so I'm closer to your time now, but slightly closer.
Everyone's ahead of me.
It happens when you go through like players to watch games. Like you get slight delays depending on the player. Bit of a non-running start at the moment between these two teams, in my opinion.
Yeah. Not a great pass by Shaw there.
Locker said even he's ahead of Johnny.
Yep. Well, you see, look, it's, when you're watching on a TV, of course, you're on track to the proper games. But it's more funny, like in the England-Iran game, at one point I went downstairs for a drink, saw that England scored another goal, came back up, and Chris and the watch-along were still nowhere near that that goal, so I just was quiet.
7th minute now. I went a bit refreshed.
Like I said, a very slow game at the moment.
Yeah, very slow.
USA are not really doing what they did against Wales in the beginning, which use up all their energy by going the one-touch pass, and they're kind of just sitting off a bit.
Yeah.
Letting England have the possession. Trying to pass up now and again towards England's outlet, seems to be trying to get it to Saka. It's not a bad outlet to try and get to, but they haven't done it so far. Bit of a clatter in there.
Oh. That was the closest chance I've seen.
We have a beautiful passing. It was the first good attack from it went to England there. They had a nice ball in.
Kane's
Nice running
got
good
corner, so
nice channel in run there. Kane, the shot just gets blocked by Tim. Gets blocked by Tim first, and then Zimmerman has to turn his body to block it.
I'm so glad we're not playing a double pivot this tournament. Like,
ball's still on here. Lovely stuff. Harry Maguire with some skills. And then it's been ruined.
Harry Maguire out here bobbing and weaving people.
on. Most set piece goals in qualifying for England.
Matt.
I just saw that bit by Harry Maguire. Great there.
Yeah, it was nice.
It must be funny that the Arsenal keeper that doesn't play is the keeper that starts for a team, compared to the keeper that does play. Matt Turner on the USA compared to Ramsdale on the bench for England.
Well, that's just because Southgate clearly is not
We could have
suitable.
We could have had the battle of the Arsenal keepers.
We all know who's going to come up out on top of that one.
The goalkeepers union in Arsenal, one will have harsh words with the others when they get back to Arsenal training. Luke shot to Harry Maguire. I've seen that one plenty of times. Coming from an England back, what do you think of using Trippier as your main right back?
I rate Trippier.
Yeah,
Back and right, yeah.
Alan Shearer had a point when he said Kieran Trippier is the best right back for England this season.
There's always debates on the whole right back
in form wise, and there are debates that Trent shouldn't even play right back anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Remember when Gareth Bale started as a left back?
I think if he's fit, Reece James starts. He's quality.
I think Trippier is more experienced and better, in my opinion.
I think
Reece James or Trippier, that's not in chat.
I personally think if Reece James was fit, Luke Shaw wouldn't be playing because he would play Trippier as the left back.
Yeah, again, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, boys.
What he usually does is his favourite.
Lovely.
Oh.
Harry Kane tried a bicycle kick, and I'm offended that he even attempted it.
I'm about to see it now.
And it's absolute filth.
I'll see it eventually.
Oh, there goes Saka into the box, and there goes Harry Kane falling off. Fair play to you, Harry. Now you compare that to the other Tottenham striker yesterday in Richarlison.
That was a great strike.
Who also tried the acrobat and successfully.
Oh. I've just seen the bicycle kick now.
It's a good attempt, but
he was definitely trying to copy his Spurs teammate.
But I do think Harry Kane at the moment is not really. I said it in the watch along too. I don't see Harry Kane as an out-and-out goal scorer at this World Cup compared to previous.
I think we'd be
see him
better
with Spurs, because with Spurs and stuff, he's been more of the assist maker in the past season or
Similar to United, where we're better without a target man, so we don't work with Ronaldo. I think England would be better with a front three that interchange, and if you played Rashford there instead.
Can make an argument for it. I would say with everyone, some people predicting Harry Kane to get the Golden Boot, I don't think he'll be close to getting it.
I don't think he will.
Because I think you'll see what we had in the Iran game, a lot more in different people scoring goals for teams like England.
Ball in. Oh.
Come on.
Ball in.
Alright.
Oh.
USA on the attack now. Ball in. It's wide from America. That's the
America.
first attack I've seen from them, really.
America finally running into space.
America! Yeah.
A ball in the box by Weston McKennie gets headed and just wide. Decent cross by Weston McKennie there, to be fair.
Locus says England. Kane only starting for England if we win a pen. Yeah.
Oh, that's because your other penalty takers is facing a lot of betting charges at the moment.
Like that, Rashford's got a good penalty record as well. So
Not in his last penalty. Where Sake brought him on with just like 10 seconds left.
yeah.
Just so he could take a pen and miss it. Brought him Sancho Saka on just so they could all miss a pen. You got to give more credit for that to Arsenal this season, that they managed to pick up Saka from that very, very low point.
Yeah.
For him to come into this tournament with form.
I think it might have affected Sancho more than it did. Like, obviously,
I think it's just credit. Like, Man United have been going through some changes and some rough patches. Arteta's been solid and helping players through things like that, I think.
Yeah.
And you look at the point like Rashford at the moment has picked up his form. You put credit to that. He's dealt with that as well.
He's so young. Saka's so young, and mentally, he's handling stuff way better. So he's going to be an asset for anybody. Like especially for Arsenal and especially for England.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the setup that you've been building at Arsenal for the past two. Though it didn't work out the last 2 seasons, it's working out this season.
Yeah, it just takes time. Just the thing with Premier League managers. With Premier League managers, you just don't have time.
Yeah.
They don't allow time. We've been allowed time. Arteta's been allowed the time he needs, and look at the results.
So many Arsenal fans were calling for him to go last year.
Exactly. I've had lots of Arsenal fans jumping the bandwagon.
Especially with back-to-back 8th-place finishes, there was a lot of pressure from fans to get them out. But you could see slight improvements from them. From even though they finished 8 again, you could see improvements and just.
I keep saying obviously when we had Ollie and you had, I could see the style that Arteta wanted to play at Arsenal.
He just still in his first season to finish 8th, he still had a lot of players that he didn't want.
Yeah.
Counter-attack by the United States. And they fluffed it, so no need to be alarmed.
I'm seeing the counter-attack now.
But they have won it back, to be fair, so maybe a little bit. Ball in. And Pickford's caught it. Oh, my word, guys. Did you have that on your bingo? He's actually caught one.
Yeah, it's from a cross in from there. A cross in from America just goes straight into the gloves of Pickford. Pickford with his little arms.
I think I'm seeing the counter now.
And he passes out to Luke Shaw. Because he can't throw very far, he just has to throw it to the nearest man.
It's because he isn't sure about it.
And we go back to Stones. To Luke Shaw.
It's a bit sloppy in the midfield.
That was a great catch by Pickford.
And
Oh yeah, you would say that.
Overall, this game is not living up to the last two games that both these teams have had, like the starts
Yeah.
in those two games.
This is because both teams are fighting for the person who doesn't want to have James Corden. All right, they've got to take this game seriously. Just know that they'll be stuck with him for life.
They're playing like that's the case, to be fair. At the moment, England are playing an average.
In other news, Southgate is ghosting the USA manager on WhatsApp. Apparently they were before the World Cup. They were messaging, and now he's airing him.
The average starting 11 age for England is 26.6, compared to the USA's 25.5. England have had 66% of the ball possession.
And what have we got to show from it?
3 shots to the USA's 1, and both teams have yet to have a shot on target.
What's the odds on 0-0 at halftime? Like
It's happened in a lot of games.
We've also got to have 10 minutes extra at a time as well.
I mean, with the USA, I'd say they'd take a 0-0 at halftime, to be fair to you.
We get any form of like build up, and America just seems to counteract it, which is good on their behalf. That's a great ball, though. Come on, boys. Is that Sterling? Oh. Declan Rice, baby.
From a USA perspective, you would reckon they'd want the 0-0 halftime, because the longer they keep England from scoring, the more likely they could get a chance to score themselves. So I reckon the way because they're not trying to fully go for this in this half, the USA, they're really just sitting back and counter-attacking. I think what they hope for is to keep it at 0-0 for as long as possible, and maybe get the one opportunity chance.
Yeah, I think if anyone's going to take a draw out of this game, it would be America. But do they deserve? I don't think they really want a draw. Someone's going to have to go for it, but would America be happy just to take a draw?
I think they'll probably go for it more in the second half, America. I think they're trying to keep that. Because the last time against Wales, they tried to go for it in the first half and then sat back in the second, and it didn't work. I think they might be trying to do the opposite.
Yeah.
When this time. Because they're very much trying to play counterattack, the USA. It seems like they don't really want the ball. I feel like Weston McKennie's the only one really running with this ball after that for the USA.
The USA have come very close, but
yeah, that was a good shot by a good cross in. McKennie blazes it over though. It's a good passage of passing from the USA before they got
Yeah.
that chance there. It's the first time USA has really tried to keep possession a bit there for that attack.
Yeah, it's a good chance, but
The best rated players at the moment on both teams is John Stones and Weston McKennie.
fair.
I can't stand that man, Declan Rice.
Rice, baby.
He's the one man I would gladly take a USA player just side tackle, poof up.
Did you see his TikTok of him singing Rice, baby?
I don't watch anything with Declan Rice, that man. That man broke my heart.
Him and his family were singing Rice, baby on TikTok.
Trippier completely took out, missed the ball, was trying to get the ball, but took out the USA player.
Indeed.
So free kick to USA. Mr. Zimmerman, who might need a Zimmer frame. He's that full of football at this point.
I think they should have started Josh Sargent.
It was an interesting call to drop Sargent for right. The only way I could think of it is that he must have dropped him because he missed that golden opportunity against Wales.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Pickford catching another one.
A decent strike at it, but it was never going anywhere other than Pickford.
Yeah.
I'm getting a feeling, Balloons, you don't like Pickford.
It's a deflection off Rice, to be fair. It's almost like Bullions want another keeper to start.
The sports capital, welcoming guys. Hope you're good, Munsey. How are you? This is shite from England. Yeah, it's been a very boring first half. Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think is the biggest upset so far?
Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, yeah.
And it won me 130 quid, so.
Exactly. Did you fully listen to the halftime team talk from Saudi Arabia? It was an interesting watch.
I only did that as a joke because everyone was saying they were going to lose every game in the podcast. So I thought, you know what? Straight away, I'm putting 5 on them to beat Argentina.
Amazing.
I've won 130 quid.
Nearly all of us predicted them to get 0 points and 0.
I think I predicted them to get a 1-0 win in one of the games just because I felt bad.
You said in the final game, you said I'll give them a 1-0.
I felt bad for them, but then they won their hardest game in the group. So.
Then you had Japan beating
Yep.
Germany the next day.
Always love a loss for the Germans.
Which means the Germans really need to beat.
That's almost as bad. That's
Spain.
almost as good as Liverpool losing. The Germans losing. That almost feels as good.
Tyler Adams protests that wasn't a free kick to England. But McKennie does kind of slap Mount in the face accidentally.
Munsey, what do you think the score's going to be? Let us know in chat.
This is shy from England. Why are we not going all? You tell me. This game was interesting. The last other thing, but none of these teams are playing like they did in the first half of the other two games that were played.
USA on the attack again.
I need to message you, Munsey, actually. I'll do that later.
Pulisic is on the ball. He's hit the post.
Not LeBron James.
Pulisic is hit the post.
We have a good cross in there. A pass to Christian Pulisic. It's a Pulisic. Ooh. What is that? Unlucky for him.
Massive thanks to Gormy as well and all the graphics he's doing for the pod and the watch-alongs. They have been awesome. I'm getting a lot of good compliments on the graphics.
Yeah, they are really good graphics. You could argue there with that shot that I'm really surprised his little arms actually managed to almost save that. Pickford.
Absolutely great graphics.
Oh, an English player is down.
Yeah, I like the graphic you've got round on this one.
Oh, a little nudge into the side of Harry Kane, and he landed
So we've got
quite
a free
awkwardly.
kick. Who's going to take this free kick? And is it a shooting opportunity? Yes, it is, I suppose. You've got the likes of Shaw, Trippier, of course. This is from a more straighter angle than the one Trippier scored against Croatia, but doable. There's also Saka standing by it. And is that Mason Mount?
Yeah,
don't let Mason Mount. Don't let Mount take it.
That is Mount standing around the two.
Oh, and it's pretty wasteful free kick, if you ask me. Very wasteful, but
it was kind of a combined free kick from like all of them standing there. It's an unorthodox approach to actually allow everyone to take a touch in that free kick before boozing
just
it.
take the free kick, like come on.
I don't know where they're practicing that, but I've never seen a tag team free kick.
Exactly. Why do you need to touch the ball 4 times before you just kick it to the player you got to kick it to? Just kick it. I can understand if it was like some form of time wasting technique in like the 80th minute. Oh, everyone have a touch of this quickly before we take the free kick. But no, not when it's 34 minutes in the match.
I've just seen it now. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's a tag team free kick, John.
So to me, to you, whack. We are just being really patient, and I suppose that can be quite boring. But
according
to
bit of a story for you guys. According to Marca,
we're in the ball's in the penalty area. We've still got it. Ball, keepers.
According to
Yeah,
Mark,
from Arsenal.
João Felix has decided to leave Atletico Madrid in
Yeah, I've
January.
seen that earlier.
And now, once again, the name in the hat that gets linked to everyone, United are apparently favourites.
Wait,
We were in
doesn't
for him. We were in for
João
him in the
Felix
summer.
do that in every season of Football Manager you ever play? I don't want to play for AC
Mm.
Milan anymore.
Well, he doesn't play for AC Milan, so no.
No.
He plays for Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, sorry, yeah.
The according to the Telegraph, the Premier League have no plans to include regulations in their owners and directors tests that would prevent the Saudi investor taking control of either United or Liverpool.
They can't block us, and then they can't let Newcastle happen and then block us.
Yeah, people are trying to do it, but like now they're saying they have no plans.
People people who just don't want it are trying to block it. There's no reason you're allowed to block it. It's a deal.
Apparently, Premier League clubs were against the idea of Apple because they're like £2.5 trillion company.
Until that reporter said that there was probably nothing in it, I enjoyed the jokes.
The Trafford.
Yeah,
I like my idea. I came up.
We're going to turn a McTominay into an actual Mac.
So every time you get a VAR decision, it goes to your iPad. I think that would have been awesome.
Well, the thing is, like, it desperately needs a new owner for the fact that, like, we're probably one of the only teams in the Premier League to not have a screen that shows the VAR decisions. Everyone just has to wait for the ref.
I've kind of got to the point that I know that Old Trafford will be knocked down by the new owners. I don't think they can save it.
They're putting it down that it's like an 8-year project to
You can't knock down Old Trafford. Surely Old Trafford's a listed building.
You could turn it into a museum, if you really want.
Because they're looking at that both situations. They've been doing it for about 18 months, and it's cheaper for them to build a new modern stadium than redevelop the stadium because the Glazers have just.
What you could do, Bully,
who do Man United think they're going to sell out Old Trafford? They can't sell it out now.
No, but Billions. What I think that they could do, if you had enough land, I'm not sure what the land situation of buying in Manchester is, but could turn Old Trafford into just a museum.
Yeah, but where are they going to put a new stadium that's big enough? And
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
This what annoys me. Like, that's football history. Like, don't.
Oh yeah, okay. I agree. But it's the same as I love the sound.
Apparently, honestly, I understood about Highbury. It was just too small for a team like Arsenal. Highbury's too small, but at least we kept it. At least it's now like a flat, and the football pitch is a garden.
Yeah.
I fear that Old Trafford will be just turned into a bloody mall. You know, there's a shopping centre called Old Trafford. Wait, what? Didn't this used to be a football stadium? Yeah, like 80 years ago. Do you guys want to see that in 80 years?
No.
No, exactly. Apparently it's going to be if you tried to fix Old Trafford and get it modernized, it would be like an 8-year project.
I'm sorry, but if you've got the money to buy Man United, you've got the money to fix Old Trafford. So fix Old Trafford.
Quicker than 8 years is what they're planning at the moment.
Yeah, because they also wanted to redevelop the training ground as well. So I reckon you're looking 5 billion at least for a takeover, plus 2 billion over 10 years to clear the debt, fix the training ground, fix the stadium, and work on the pitch. So I think you're looking at an extra 2 billion over 10 years.
Ooh,
on top of what
overshot cross. England trying to counter-attack here. Great stuff by England, especially Saka. That's lovely. That's not though.
I will bring it up in the last few minutes. It's now 4 shots to the USA compared to 3 from England. And
it's just USA, the final pass, man. That final pass into the final
have one shot on target to England 0 at the moment, so they need to improve on that.
Yeah.
I mean, in the second half, they could possibly bring on Rashford. He scored in about 2 seconds the last time he came on. So
I'd bring on Rashford for Kane. Yeah.
Pulisic. And that's the corner, I think.
USA fans are apparently chanting, "It's called soccer," in the stadium. We've already got the soccer football debate going on.
I just can't.
We created the sport. It's football.
Well, their football is hand egg, which is just a softer version of rugby, in my opinion.
Can we just call American football throwball? Throwball.
For me, American football is just a softer version of rugby.
It is. It's rugby. Play a sport.
In rugby, you don't wear the helmets and those big padding thing. You just go
exactly. When a real man from England or any other country that plays rugby just goes in with an actual spear and goes bam, it hurts like a man. None of this padding. Honestly, wusses, a bunch of wusses. They only invented NFL, so quarterbacks actually had a role because, like, can't do that in rugby. It's not needed.
Exactly.
And anyone can throw a ball that long, you know?
Very true.
Not a bad attempt, header wide.
What you have to say about this game so far is that England have not tested the American keeper enough. Matt Turner has not really had to make a save.
Well, I'll be honest, guys. If I wasn't live on the RTL Football Podcast, I would have fallen asleep.
It's typical. My first watch along is 0-0. It's going to be 0-0 at half time.
And it's easy for Matt Turner. Easy.
Yeah, when Chris is here, we get the good game. Me and Chris got the good.
I don't know. You had Wales.
USA made a really good effort in that first half. They made it a good game. Like, I was shocked the USA in that game, how they were actually just in that first half playing one touch, really quick football. They've completely forgotten how to play it in this game, though, to be fair.
The USA in my simulations always seem to do really well, if not win the final. It's very bizarre. I've had 2 simulations where England and America... Oh my God, ball's in! That's dealt with quite well by an American defender there. Still in short and penny area. Ball in. Over bar. But some good stuff by Luke Shaw, though, not going to lie. He was definitely sure about that.
It was Sergio Dest that did the header out in the beginning to clear it, and...
Yeah, Saka just dips. It's kind of like...
Saka can't get the shot down and to dip down enough.
Dest is at AC Milan now, isn't he?
Yeah,
yes.
he is.
Yeah.
Because Barcelona don't want him.
Oh, no one wants to be, but no one wants Barcelona though. So that's the actual twist. He doesn't want you, Barcelona.
Although he's on loan at AC Milan, so he still has to go back to Barca where they don't want him.
1 added minute. Are we sure this is the World Cup in Qatar 2022? 1 added minute for England, and this is rigged, guys. Rigged. Call him rigged.
The first game where they find him.
To be fair, this game has been so boring. Saying that, Oh, who's that? Is that Mount? Mount again has come quite close. Forced a great save from Matt Turner, and we've got a corner.
I bet the ref is like, this game is shite. Let's just speed it up. We ain't keeping this going. No one wants to watch this.
To be fair, Matt Turner, he's playing for his Arsenal career, mate. It's like, if I do better in the World Cup than Ramsdale, then Arteta's got to pick me, right?
He's going to call Emery at
If he
halftime.
doesn't play, I can parade going, at least I played in the World Cup, Aaron. What did you do? Your bench warmer.
He's going to call He's going to call...
We've got a corner. We've got a corner.
He's going to call
Arteta.
Arteta.
To score from a corner. Ball in. Straight at Turner again, like...
Turner at halftime is going to call up Arteta and go like, listen, Arteta, I played in the World Cup. What is your play?
That's half time.
Yeah, that was a good try by Mount. I've just seen it.
0-0, half time.
Great save by
Matt Turner is going to go straight to Arteta and have to call him up. You're like, listen, Arteta, are you watching?
Well, I'm just going to quickly go to the league, people, and I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
It's the same attacking team, but they're not playing like the attacking teams that we saw against Iran. They are very much playing like the defensive Southgate setup without the defensive players.
Yeah.
Like, you could honestly put Phillips in there next to Rice and you'd still have the same kind of performance. It's like, it reminds me of that kind of team without these attackers.
Yeah. I think Rashford needs to come on for Kane.
The question on everyone's and every American, especially Gormy's mind, is will we see Reina at some point in this game, or will he be overlooked once again? That is the main question from a USA perspective.
Yeah.
At this point, England might need a doctor, but luckily they have one on the bench. Someone needs to page Dr. Rashford to come to save the dire performance.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree on that. As I say, I think we play better with a front line that interchanges like United. Very similar to Ronaldo. I think you play better with Rashford because he can interchange to left and right. Kane's more of a striker. He just holds up the ball.
Like, I said this at the moment, but like if you're looking for USA, I think they'd be the more happier at 0-0 halftime.
Oh yeah.
From a USA perspective, going into the game that they wouldn't have expected probably as much as what they expected in the last game, but just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Because I very much think the longer USA keep the score at 0-0, it might benefit them slightly more. But once again, it goes to this manager for USA has never managed games quite well. Doesn't do good at managing games. You want to know the best rated player in the English team at the moment?
Stones.
Nope, it has changed.
Oh, I don't know.
Harry Maguire.
Fair, yeah, he has been good.
He is on a 7.1 at the moment.
I think Pickford's been alright as well.
He's on a 6.6 because the chances haven't really... He hasn't really had to pull off like a wonder save yet. Neither keeper has. They're both on like just 6s.
Kane's been very poor though.
He's on a 6.6. The lowest rated English player at the moment is Jude Bellingham because apparently he's lost possession like 7 times.
Oh, well.
And he's had 4 ground duels and only won one of them.
It's a big game, like a big game for all of them. Really, it's like an unwritten rivalry between America and England.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we think the score's going to be? Still the same? Okay.
It's the battle of both people who think they fully won the world war.
I think
I'm going to go 2-0 now.
I was going to just drop down and have your one from before. I say 3-1, 3-0, maybe England. I don't know. No, 3-1. No, 2-1, 2-1. I see America having a goal, but I see England winning. So yeah, 2-1.
I'm gonna still have my American hat and say 2-1 to the USA. America.
Are you gourmet in disguise?
I said in the Discord that I'm gonna have to put the little voice of America. America.
Crazy Boom with the biggest heel turn just pulls down his island flag and reveals an American flag was there underneath there the whole time.
There's just an eagle behind them.
Giant eagle just swoops behind him.
Exactly.
America.
You want to say the? This tournament has a lot of nil-nils at halftime. Hopefully, we're going to get a case of that it's not going to be a boring game in the second half, and we're going to get what happens in some of the nil-nils when the second half is actually some entertaining.
Yeah, like the nil-nils have been quite entertainment, to be fair, but this has been a very lackluster first half, and of course, England are lackluster after scoring 6 in the game before.
This very much reminds me of the Senegal USA game the Senegal Netherlands game that was so boring that it and somehow ended 2-0 to the Netherlands.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very similar to that.
It could very well happen where this is somehow very boring, and then at the end, England somehow get a jammy goal to make it.
All I know is in the game of catch, Turner has got 6 and Pickford has 3. So Turner is the better catcher if anyone was paying attention.
They both have to make one proper save each.
Lockus is saying Crazy Boom will never be a good heel never be as good of a heel as Billions, and I applaud Lockers. And as the heel that I am, Lockers, stop kissing ass. But I would say America have definitely had the closest chances.
Chris Watt in chat, come on, Team USA.
Yes, Chris. That's what we like to see, Chris.
Nah. Anyone, you've got to support your British counterparts. Apart from Crazy Boom, you can be allowed.
Why didn't we get King or Spencer?
God, they fumbled the bag, mate.
You got me instead.
On the game as a whole,
is Roy Keane
301 passes for England to 183 for the USA.
Is Roy Keane getting ready for Christmas? As in, is he going to dress up as Santa Claus? Because he's going for it.
He loves having a beard, though, Blades.
We were talking about this before we started.
He started this trend with the beard when he was assistant manager for Ireland. Is when he first got that beard.
Yeah. Have you not noticed how his hair goes black to grey to white as you go
It's how-
down. Like
It's how his
that.
beard. It's how his beard's always been.
That is incredible stuff by Roy Keane there.
Yeah.
He must be doing Movember, to be fair to him.
He'd be the most angriest Santa Claus in the world.
Nah, Roy Keane is clearly doing No Nut November because he's so angry. He's been doing it for 27 years.
No, apparently, I actually read the only way to get to Roy Keane's heart, if you ever want to have a nice conversation where he doesn't want to beat you up, Roy Keane, bring a dog.
And don't mention Haaland.
Yeah, apparently he has all the time in the world for people that have a dog.
Do you like dogs?
Or mention the Glazers putting the club up for sale. He was quite happy about that.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're quite happy about that, right?
Yes, definitely.
If only the Cronkies could sell up now, even though saying that, they have put their money where their mouth is a little bit recently, so... Well, maybe more so Josh than Stan, but...
I think...
Oh God, guys, it's officially Christmas. I've just seen the Coca-Cola advert. And fair play, it has taken me 25 months into November to actually see it, so that's quite late, but it is officially Christmas.
25 months into November.
25 months into November?
That's what you said.
Wow, I meant days, all right? I had a long day at work, and then that first half has bored my brain so much, I've forgotten
87
what months
accurate
are.
passes for England to 81% accurate passes from the USA.
And 25 inaccurate things Billions has said on stream so far.
20 out of 28 successful long balls for the English. 71%. So only 7 out of 18 long balls for the US.
What would you class a long ball, though? Is a long ball Trippier?
I don't know how the score...
Because long balls...
Listen, I'm reading the stats here, Billions. They don't tell me what they class as long balls. They just tell me they've happened.
I suppose a long ball has to be like longer than like 30. I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Although England have lost
20
the possession.
yards.
England have lost the possession more times than the USA.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. Yeah. We've been really bad in some of the final play.
Yeah.
Our passing has been
USA has won
lackluster.
more of the duels and aerial duels.
Yeah. Hurricane's hasn't been really insignificant in the air, especially from corners. It's not... But yeah, they've been very good America. Like, very good America.
And for those that care about XG, it's a 0.36 XG for England to a 0.43 XG for the USA.
Goddamn XG.
The maddest XG that I saw was the Canada-Belgium game where Canada had like a 2-something XG, 2-0 something for Belgium, and Belgium somehow won 1-0. So they've got FM'd. Last tournament, Canada.
If it was proper FM, it would be the other way around and Canada would have won.
If you could give a halftime man of the match, who are you guys giving it to?
Matt Turner for catching the ball 6 times. The referee, actually, for giving him 1 minute of stoppage time.
They have the ref of the halftime man of the match.
Piers Morgan's saying Southgate should bring on Foden.
Piers Morgan also said Ronaldo is going to Arsenal, so we do not listen to Piers Morgan ever. Okay.
He said he would take that. And then someone said, "Oh, is this just so you can start hating on Arteta again?"
I don't understand. Like, if he knew, like, he already hates on Arteta by suggesting that. Because if he believed in Arteta's plan, he'd know Ronaldo doesn't fit that and never will fit that. It's ridiculous.
But
He's such a
yeah.
sleazebag.
But Piers Morgan's under the impression that Ronaldo in any team makes that team great.
Piers Morgan is under the impression that he's the greatest man on the planet. And, like,
He's the only person that he's the only person that thinks United are better with Ronaldo than without Ronaldo. So starting.
Yeah, like, Ronaldo's done.
And
He should just retire his boots, even though he could probably go for another like 7 years, because I'm pretty sure he's a genetic freak.
To be honest, with the Arteta, it would never work at Arsenal because you have to look at the Aubameyang situation again. Similar kind of attitude situation there that he completely.
He couldn't play for Arsenal because he thinks he's the best player in the world, and there are several players that I feel right now could outdo Ronaldo on our team. And he would get jealous, and that's, it's not something you want.
It'd be the same situation that we have at the moment. He wouldn't be starting, and he'd be angry.
Yeah, like, can you imagine him going, "You what? You're playing Smith Rowe over me,
Gabriel Jesus."
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm Ronaldo.
Gabriel Jesus, the ex.
No, you're on the bench, mate.
No, he's like Gabriel Jesus starting above me. He was on the bench for City about 2 seasons ago. What are you on?
Ronaldo was probably the best player for all about a year in the Premier League, and then that's just a lie. De Bruyne has been the best player in the Premier League for like years. It's only till Haaland turned up. That
like if Arsenal signed Ronaldo, you'd have several Piers Morgan interviews with the both of them slagging off Arteta each week. We're about to kick off for the second half here.
He's out in Qatar. I hope they just don't let him back into the country. I just hope they don't let Piers Morgan back into the country. He gets arrested in Qatar.
Just leave him with James Gunn.
I've only got a man down, but I don't know if he's got back up again because the camera's not panned back.
Oh yeah, that
he loves Ronaldo.
That person rolled a few times. I think he got back up. I saw.
He loves.
I think I saw him trying to get. Yeah, he got back up. I saw him trying to get back up like the moment the camera started panning off him.
Sound judge. I missed that bit.
Yeah, he loves Ronaldo.
On the Irish coverage, we were a bit slower in the camera turn. So.
You might just follow Ronaldo to Saudi Arabia, hopefully, and just live with him because he loves him so much.
Nah, I reckon Ronaldo is going to somehow go back to like Sporting.
I think he should go back to Sporting.
He'll go back to his home. Like, Ronaldo don't need to do anything else. He's accomplished it. He's done a lot more than Lionel Messi can say he's done. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, he said if he won the World Cup, he'd retire.
I mean, if he comes back and changes Sporting, because Sporting at the moment are having a terrible.
I'm sorry, but like Argentina and like Germany, I don't think Portugal are a threat. And maybe I should think they're a threat, but having watched both of them lose and Portugal almost draw.
Yeah, that kind of game, like that. They were very lucky defensively. They were like all over the shop. Like Cancelo, questionable defending for one of the.
Germany might be so much more different, but honestly, Argentina and Portugal are a one-man team, and one man isn't going to win you the World Cup. And
I think,
when you lose 2-1 or 2-0 to Saudi Arabia and you've got the best player in the world playing for your team, then there's no hope for your country. Sorry, but so Argentina will never win the World Cup. Messi's never going to win the World Cup. Ronaldo's not going to win a World Cup. They're going to retire, never winning the World Cup.
I think
same with Haaland. He's never going to win a World Cup, but he can be the best player in the world for years.
I personally think we'll see a better Portugal and Argentina when those two players retire because they won't be playing with a very star man.
I honestly think England will win a World Cup before Portugal, Argentina.
I I think when it comes to Ronaldo retiring from Portugal, I think we'll see a better Portugal because they won't be playing just let's get Ronaldo a goal.
Yeah.
Because they have glimpses of being a decent team.
Did you see it came out again the other day? There was a video from like 10 years ago from head of FIFA, England Association, and he done a video, like a plan for the next 10 years, and it was get to the the World Cup semi-final, then get to the Euro final, and then win the Qatar World Cup, and that was their plan. Everything else has happened, but not if we play like this.
I'm sorry, but we should have won the World Cup about 10, 12 years ago. On the team on paper then should have won. The team, like in 2002, realistically should have won. Beckham, Gerrard, Lampard.
I think they just didn't play as a team. They were just
we did. Yeah,
they didn't put club rivalries aside when it came to.
I think the one thing Southgate has done well is he's made us play as a unit.
Yeah.
Whether we agree with his decisions.
He's made you put like the club allegiances at the side because many of these people, when they go back at club level, will start hating each other again.
To be fair, I support England all the way, but Harry Kane can go get fucked. He plays for Spurs. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have no club allegiances. Arsenal all the way. All right.
Yeah, but like in previous like England teams, you'll have them where they would still like not really like each other when they went to the England.
Yeah, we just never really gelled. We didn't really gel. You think he'd gel. It's just international football is a different kettle of fish. You don't spend all year with the same team, just like the odd couple of weeks, 3 or 4 times over the year, right?
Although I still think it'd be funny to see the Cameroon-Morocco final that Samuel Eto'o has predicted.
Samuel Eto'o is definitely smoking something.
Where he thinks the round of 16 will be Cameroon versus Iran and Argentina versus Tunisia, where he thinks Tunisia are going to beat Argentina.
The fact that he thinks Argentina are getting into the second round boggles my mind.
Yeah.
He has Cameroon beating.
Who do we think is going to win then? I'm
beating
going Brazil.
Belgium.
Who do you think is going to win the tournament, Williams?
Brazil.
According to Samuel Eto'o, Brazil are getting knocked out in the round of 16 by Portugal.
Portugal are going to go out because Cristiano Ronaldo's life is going to crumble before him. And it starts with him being terminated, all right?
And you know what's more funny?
I'm correct in thinking that technically Ronaldo is the only free agent playing in a World Cup right now.
I think so,
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought someone who doesn't play for a club is in the World Cup? And he's Ronaldo. You never would have said that in the World Cup sweepstake, would you?
You know what's more funny? It's the fact that he had Qatar getting out of their group and beating England in the round of 16, Mr. Samuel Eto'o.
I think Samuel Eto'o is definitely on drugs, and someone needs to get him some help.
I just love it, the predictions. The first comment is Specsavers saying, does he have a few minutes to chat?
Yeah, like stop it. Get some help. Someone called us Good Samaritans because he needs some help. Oh, that's... Well, we're lucky, to be fair, but we've got to stop being...
The English would have
silly.
Southgate's head if he lost to Qatar.
Oh, Mason Mount's touch is so bad!
I'd get Foden and Rashford on.
Yeah, I'm really like, take Mason Mount off, because that touch then, you'll see it in a minute, it's so bad. We had a good chance then.
I mean, it's kind of what me and Chris said in the England watch along versus Iran, that Mason Mount is taking his Chelsea form into the England team. Like, he's still not.
Yeah, but he's not taking his Chelsea form into the England team.
I mean, he's not that good for Chelsea. He's not that good for like Chelsea at the moment, according to Chris.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but again, I think Southgate has picked players not on merit, just because he's familiar with them and their experience.
Again, I
Luke-
don't know
Luke-
how Tomori's not in this squad. He's got
Luke
the best
Shaw,
defensive record,
Clever.
tackler-wise.
He's not old enough, Jono. He's not experienced enough as a centre back.
Abraham, like again, I know he probably wouldn't have played with all his bollocks, but Ivan Toney, like before all of that stuff with him, you know, one of the best goal scorers in the Premier League. Like I don't.
On this season, I don't think Abraham's dropped off a lot, but Tomori's not in the squad. He's a bit in the top 5 leagues. He's got the best defensive tackle in the last 18 months.
Someone said to me that Patrick Bamford should have been in the England squad, and I almost choked.
You know what's
Was that mulch?
No, it wasn't. But...
You know, honestly, I take Bamford in the Ireland squad. He could technically play for Ireland. He has relatives in Ireland.
I'll take Calvert-Lewin over him. Ings, Tony.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd pick Wilson over.
I'd take well.
Do you know what? I'd have picked Eddie Nketiah over Bamford.
Yeah, but apparently,
I'd have picked Greenwood.
you know what's funny, John? I show speed.
Yeah.
That's the Ronaldo. He tweeted out if the USA lose, he becomes a Messi fan.
You said that?
I show speed has tweeted out if the USA lose, he'll become a Messi fan.
Does he think what?
Fair enough.
And he tweeted the USA is going to beat England.
Well, he best start learning. He best start learning all those Lionel Messi facts.
So that's how confident I show speed is that the Americans gonna win.
I've been impressed with Trippier.
Yeah, Trippier's been really good. Like he's been on it all season for Newcastle, so he's one of the most deserving players on the pitch for England right now.
I mean, despite how much I question him at United, Maguire has actually been very good in the last 2 games.
Yeah,
he's not.
Not so much this game.
He always turns up for England though. It's really weird.
Oh, ref, we got the ball, man.
But before there used to be like 1 or 2 mistakes in an England game for like Harry Maguire. Even if he was playing good, you'd still see a mistake. But like, there's not a mistake. And I arguably think that he doesn't work in a back four, and he's done quite well, surprisingly, in the back four.
Yeah.
If we don't have any minute Alex on, I'm calling rig.
Hopefully it can earn him a move because he's our 4th choice centre back now, so he's going in the summer 100%.
Mad that the club captain is.
Do you think United spend in January knowing that they're going to take in takeover talks? Because you need it's a hard one because we need. I think you get more for the club if you're in the Champions League, and we need a striker.
I think Man United, no matter what happens, need to spend money in January. And if your board go, you're not spending anything, there's an embargo, then you're all in the nicest way, and excuse my French, fucked. Because Arsenal need a couple players. If even at first place, if we needed, and if an embargo was to happen, we would not finish in the top 4. And I mean that. You guys need something to get you into the top 4, if not keep you Europa. You do, you need a bench. You can't afford the transfer embargo. I mean, but the club, but don't do anything properly until maybe after January. If you've got someone interested, be like, can we do this first? If they're still interested, they're still going to be interested, right? You're going to own Man United.
The report is we are trying to look for an option in January.
Being an Arsenal fan, the opportunity to own any football club on the level of Man United would be incredibly. If you're interested, you're going to stay interested, right? And if you want to buy the club, surely you want to buy the club so they do well. Is an embargo this time of the year going to be great for Man United? No. So I wouldn't think they'd allow that.
the favourites for the takeover though was obviously the Emirates group. I don't know how that works with the Premier League because they sponsor you. So I don't know if they'd have to give up sponsorship of Arsenal to buy us.
Don't think it would really matter. I feel like you'd just see two teams as maybe like the Emirates or Fly Emirates. Like our only thing was really that our sponsorship, and they wanted the stadium to be named after them. I don't think it's that bad for you. Like I said to you earlier, I don't think you guys need to ref. Thank you. I don't think you need to do anything to Old Trafford. Maybe update it, but not knock it down and create a new one. God.
For anyone that does and was concerned, George Washington is still in the stadium watching the music.
So is Abraham Lincoln.
George Washington is riding that flag high. Oh, we have a person with a Wales top in the crowd. A Welshman in the crowd.
I think they're lost. I think they're lost.
Yep. I don't know what result Mr. Wales wants in this.
I've seen a lot of Brazil fans there today.
To be honest, if you're stuck in Qatar, you might as well.
Yeah, you might as well go to the games. Yeah,
go to as many games as you can if you can. Yeah.
Well, there's not much to do in Qatar other than go see a match at the moment.
Just go watch loads of football and drink one pint every 4 hours because it costs like £67,000 billion.
You can't buy that in the stadium either. You have to buy that outside the stadium.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. Like 3 hours in a stadium, one drink outside, 3 hours in another stadium, and there's 4 games in a day.
Although, did you see the?
I mean, you're drinking while traveling to the stadiums because you've got no time.
Brilliant! Did you see the Mexican fan trying to sneak the alcohol in the binoculars?
No, that's amazing.
Trying to bring in binoculars, and the binoculars were searched, and they opened it up, and there was alcohol just in the lenses.
I'd have flipped if someone was starting to open. You open it? What? You don't open. They're not meant to screw that way. What are you doing? Exactly. That's why we're opening it. You got me there, guys. Got me there. Harry Kane just out-tackled Pussy.
You might as well go to as many games as you can because you don't want to go back to your hotel room.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to go. You don't want to go to your shipping container or tent.
That you're paying £180 a night for. A tent with no air conditioning and a fan.
It's got one fan that'll roll back and forth.
It's fine. The desert sun of Qatar will be your fan.
And you have to travel quite a bit to go to a shop to buy water because you can't drink from the taps over there. They're very.
And they only have one shop. No,
And you need a wristband to buy water, but they never actually told everyone where to find said wristbands in the beginning.
Or said water. You just got to walk and hope you find either one.
Exactly.
And if you find yourself at a stadium with neither, you're in the wrong place. We need to do something here because this is
the stadium that they're holding the final though looks like a basket from the outside.
Mason Mount needs to go off. I'm just saying, Mason Mount needs to go off.
Although, have you noticed that when they announce the attendance for each game, the attendance is always more than the capacity of the stadium?
Yeah, of course. That's what they do in wrestling, WrestleMania. Today's attendance was 1,467. And reality, there was 95,000 and 20,000 seats that were empty, and they've just gone, yeah.
And they go like, we had about 70,000. But guys, you said the stadium holds 60,000. Why is there now 70,000?
It's an sellout crowd here at the stadium, and then the camera pans around and there's loads of empty seats, and you're like, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
And then FIFA tried to claim is like, oh yeah, we lied when we said the stadium capacity. When we said the
We
stadium.
actually can extend it when needed.
Oh, come on, Southgate, do something.
A lot of
My
back-to-back.
issue, yeah, he doesn't make subs quick enough when
There's a lot
subs
of
are needed.
a lot of back-to-back corners here for the USA.
It's been a lot of back-to-back American attack, and that's a lot of almost what, and it's not good.
And a lot of corners. There's come to
Not
a lot of
good.
corners
Like
for the USA.
the fact that Harry Kane's having to defend says a lot about. Oh my word!
Oh, there's the Joker. We have
That
the
almost
Joker
went
in the
in.
crowd. We have the Joker in the crowd. He's watching the game.
He's probably thinking, why are all the England fans so serious?
No, sorry,
Exactly.
no, sorry, that's Southgate.
No, he's just a
Don't
clown.
you think
not a
that
joke.
Southgate? Don't you think that Southgate just looks like a cartoon drawing caricature, but like every day?
I say he needs a waistcoat.
Like if someone was to draw Jono in a caricature, it would just be Gareth Southgate.
Mind you, I'm just looking at that Wales fan. He's like standing like emotionless at every single attack.
Well, yeah, because he knows his team are going out. He's looking. Actually, to be fair, he's probably happy right now. Going, do you know what? We've got to beat these guys. We've got to beat these guys. We can beat England. Look at them. Look at them. Mason Mount doesn't even know what he's doing. Wales are going to get absolutely wrecked when they play England, and I'm not even sorry. Maybe that's why we're chilling out. But like, Southgate's just fine, guys. We'll win this 1-0. Then we put 5 past Wales, and we'll show them. We'll show them.
Well, you think you're just letting Wales into a false setup?
Yeah, exactly. We are. We're like, yeah.
There's
It's fine, guys. I'll score 3 penalties against England, and we'll go through. And then we're going to win 5-0. And Saka's going to score all 5.
Southgate may be bringing on Jordan Henderson. He was having a deep conversation.
Oh, God. Not Jordan Anderson. He's probably asking him what Beatles song he's listening to tonight.
They were having a decent conversation, Southgate and Henderson, there for a bit, so potential.
Not the right choice.
But I've just seen Jackie Grealish warming up. Oh, we'll get any socks on, so maybe that's a good chance. But again, I think Mount needs to go. But good play here. Can we get the ball in? No. Is the answer to that question.
There's Jackie
We've
Grealish.
got the ball though, looking dangerous.
Tiny shin
Sacked. Oh.
Jack
Anything
Grealish with
we
tiny
get,
shin pads.
anywhere we get close, it always ends in Turner's hands. Like, you can't fault the goalkeeper, to be honest.
Yeah. He's definitely moving up.
Are we getting Super Jack on?
I think Super Jack might come on very, very soon.
He is putting on his tiny little
Super
shin
Jack.
pads.
Ask you this, guys.
Jack.
If you were playing this game on Football Manager and it was 0-0, would you have made a sub by now?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, Gareth Southgate, and he's doing it now, and we say this, someone's warming up, about to go on. But I think when it's 0-0, and it's been a bit lackluster, 66 minutes, almost 70 minutes is too late for a substitution.
And it's going to be Henderson as well.
Am I correct? We can have 5 subs, right? 5 subs?
Yeah. It's Henderson and Jack Grealish.
It's, I don't know.
And Jack Grealish.
I know America haven't made a sub yet, but still.
No.
Henderson, who for?
I have no idea.
Rice. I've not heard nothing from Declan Rice in the second half at all, to be honest. Declan Rice and Mason Mount, please.
I think Kane. I think Kane needs to come off.
Wait, hang on.
Right.
Jack Grealish comes on. He's going to be on the wing. Saka or Sterling? Sterling or Saka? I've not heard much of either of them, to be honest.
Could be Mount.
I would argue Sterling.
I say out of anyone, yeah, Sterling or Mount should go off, but
Jack is the more likely to get you a goal.
unless he's thinking of changing something up and takes off both Sterling and Mount, but then what formation does he go if Henderson and Grealish are coming on? Saka, no one else can play up front really. You'd have to bring another striker on, yeah. So I don't know what he's going to do. Probably a like change. Here we go. Sterling's coming off by Jack Grealish. So yeah, Sterling's off, and Bellingham's coming off for Henderson.
He's going his
What?
defense. He's going his
But
defensive
in-
midfield pivot.
Bellingham has made lots of mistakes in this first half, so
Yeah,
maybe
he did lose the ball the most out of the first half.
maybe it's a good decision. Like, I like Bellingham, and I think he's going to do really well. And I'm glad he scored his first England goal in the first game of the World Cup. Can't write that stuff, okay? You cannot write that stuff. But I agree with those subs.
Although the only argument for Jordan Henderson is he's been injured for a lot of the season.
Yeah, no, but Henderson is our one of our
Yeah,
captains.
but
He's a
then-
vice captain, right?
Yeah, but then
You're
again
right,
you have the whole like debate of most of England's midfielders on the bench don't really play that much.
Yeah. Ball in from Grealish wasn't too bad, I think. Like, Henderson's experience, we need this in the game against America when some of our youngsters go in. Ooh, Henderson's a great choice.
Yeah.
Like, experience over form does work sometimes, but not in the case of Jordan Pickford and Aaron Ramsdale.
Experience with Grealish over Foden as well.
Well, I don't know. I personally would pick Foden over Grealish any day of the week, and it's not a question, but Grealish has lots of points to prove, I think.
Madison, on current form, Madison.
Well, Madison would start on current form, but
The only problem is
current form is not
Madison
working.
Madison is very injured at the moment.
I think he's getting Henderson in now, so he's going to start Henderson against Wales. Oh, lovely run by Grealish. Jackie Boy's gone down. Clean tackle, I think, so fair. But lovely footwork from Jack, and that's what we want.
Super.
He's actually getting into the box. Getting into the box and working. And that's what we've not seen. We want to run in the box, run in the penalty area, and unnerve them, and Jack Grealish just did that. And as the commentator just said then, Lee Dixon, every American player flew towards Jack Grealish to try and take him off the ball. He's influential. Influential. I feel sorry for him. He always gets kicked up in the air when he plays football. He must take the most whacks. He must take the most whacks.
I've never liked Jack Grealish.
He gets clattered against Man United.
And I'm glad when he does. I can't stand the man.
Saying that, I can't wait till Arsenal play Man City. That's the one game that we haven't played that's been like pushed back, and it's the game that everyone wants to watch because no one cares about you.
I'm not. When is it?
I don't know. It was supposed to be like October, I think, early October or early end of September, and then they postponed it. So God knows whenever we can fit it in.
Yeah,
we've got to play Man City twice still.
Depending when it is, it might be one I get the team to do a watch along for.
It might be on when they're not playing Champions League, Man City. One of the weeks where they're not doing their knockout is what I reckon they'll do.
That's actually quite true, but then there's the FA Cup.
UEFA has already given us permission to use
in the League Cup. Our City's still in the League Cup.
Yeah, but they play Liverpool in the League Cup in the next round.
Oh, I was going to say, because we're not. So we could use that day to play each other, but...
You wouldn't want to, because that day is 3 days.
It's Boxing Day, yeah.
It's the next
No,
round.
the League Cup game isn't Boxing Day. It's like before Boxing Day.
Before the 23rd or 22nd, isn't it?
Yeah, the next round of the League Cup is 3 days after the World Cup final.
Yeah, we're sound then. See? Arteta did it on purpose. Everyone's like, what was that? We got knocked out by who? Who? Who's not playing 3 days after the World Cup? Top of the Premier League? Hey, better manager than Pep right now.
And the 22nd of December is when Man City and Liverpool play.
We get to relax while you guys all play, and we'll sit on Boxing Day going, what was that? You got injured. What was that? Liverpool Man City played extra time? It went to penalties? And Gabriel Jesus is like,
Honestly, if you actually listen to Pep, he says he's playing defensive midfield in that game, and Jurgen Klopp's playing left.
In. I'm getting really annoyed that USA are really good at defending. Anything we do is just cut out. Like,
Yeah.
it's Jackie Boy on the ball again. That's the. Don't ever do that again, Jack Grealish. 100 million he cost. But he has got a point to prove. I think that is one of those things that does his head in. 100 million, and what's he really done since he got brought to Man City? Not a lot.
Well, in a month, Almiron has done more.
Now Almiron is on fire. But by the way, I'm not worried about Man City. I'm worried about Newcastle because we can beat Man City. Newcastle on another level right now. They are coming up slowly behind us, and people are only starting to go, hang on a minute, Newcastle.
Okay.
But Almiron can't stop scoring, and I really enjoy that. Like, it's good to see other stuff happening in the Premier League. It's not a boring two-way street between Man City and Liverpool. And to think that I had Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal as my top four. And that's going to be completely different by the end of the season. Because Newcastle are going to be in the top four. Hopefully, because that would be amazing. We've won the ball back there. I'm on 74-30 for anyone who's interested.
And I don't think Chelsea and I don't think Liverpool will get top four.
I don't know about Chelsea. I think it's going to be. I do think City is still going to win. I just don't want to jinx Arsenal, but I think it's going to be City, Arsenal, Newcastle, and either Spurs or United. For me personally, United, because I hate Spurs.
On form and how we're playing, except for the Villa game where we are shattered from the Carabao, Europa League game, we're on better form than Spurs.
And you're the only one, as far as I remember, in the league, the only team to beat Arsenal.
Yes, we are the only.
So let's be wary of Man United because you beat Arsenal and started getting into form when you beat Arsenal. So let's be wary. But I think we've done enough to maybe hold you off. But you'll get top four, top five, definitely. Liverpool, not so sure about it.
I think with Ronaldo gone as well.
Yeah, I think it'll be.
I think the dressing room will be more unified without Ronaldo.
On sides. We've lost the ball again.
I think
we only have to.
I think the team will. I think the team will be more. The team will be more unified now with Ronaldo out of the dressing room.
Saka corner. No goal kick. Oh, it's offside. Never mind, guys. Offside. Saka offside.
Come on, England.
I don't want us to draw. I don't want us to draw because England are the sort of team to draw this game and then lose to Wales.
Yep.
I did say in every group stage, England have 0-0 in one of the games.
And if England don't go through and somehow Wales and USA go through, even though Wales have lost to Iran, I will literally
Marcus Rashford is coming on though.
Anything to do with England. I will go into my Football Manager database. I will delete England. They'll never exist, and I will start all of my saves from now on.
Weston McKennie
with no
coming
England.
off for the USA.
And Kiefer Moore's come off. Or is he coming on? No, he's coming off. No, he's coming on. I think.
Brendan Aronson is coming on.
That's a good guy. See? They've got some good quality players on the bench. Got to be wary.
Mm.
And Moore is coming on. For Dest. Sergio Dest's game is up.
Sack Moore on.
Shaq Moore on for Dest.
And Rashford's coming on for number 17. Saka.
So therefore Rashford is playing right wing. Not his favourite position, but he's playing that for England.
Still got 2 subs left. I feel like we should use them now. Like,
England, USA have attacked a lot in this second half, so therefore England are in desperate need of a doctor, and they've called Dr. Rashford to come onto the pitch.
can't wait for all the England fans just to go, oh, go Southgate.
The Southgate out Twitter hashtag Twitter is probably already spinning up the wheel.
Oh, there's a cat on my lap. Have you come to watch the final 10 minutes of the England game? I wouldn't bother. It's that boring.
Maybe the cat just wants to go.
No, joke. Like, it's been practically all America, to be fair. But...
Maybe the cat just wants to go to sleep, so it's going you to watch.
Yeah, to be fair, if you do want to go to sleep, watch what we're watching. I've only really seen some bright sparks from Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish has... Hopefully Rashford ignites something in the team.
The best players so far for England. The best players so far for England.
If anything, you definitely get you a good school pack lunch. So
the defensive line is pretty much the best rated players for England at the moment.
But that's a great tackle. Is that Maguire? Fair play, mate.
Like I said, the defensive line for England is the most high performers at the moment.
The
Harry Maguire slightly
Ten Hag has
holding his
worked
ass at the
wonders with
moment.
Rashford this season. The Rashford we had last season and the Rashford we got this season, Ten Hag has really worked on his movement.
I think it's alright. We got that Benny person coming, the former West Ham man, to work out in like our forwards.
Oh, it's so bad. Our passing in the final third is, and we're going to win a World Cup. No one who scored to get 6 goals. I don't like Wales are never going to go through if they lost 2-0 to Iran because we have been dog poo and we beat Iran 6-2. Like,
I mean, that's final. That's what I was saying in the Iran game. Like, as Iran were like so bad, but yet they did score 2 goals. Is what I said. Iran were like so poor, but yet 2 goals were let in.
We're supposed to have world-class players, and every ball into the box has been in the goalkeeper's hands. Like, no offense to Matt Turner, but he isn't the best goalkeeper, and everything he's catching, like, it's making us look bad.
Yeah, that was my question for like the USA. Is like when you look at their goalkeeping options, they don't exactly have the best quality goalkeeper.
I mean, you expect someone like Henderson to just whack it from 20 yards and it's go in. Turner's like they've done really well, like to just button us out. Really, we've won a free kick. About 8 minutes to go.
The possession in the second half has been pretty 50-50.
Come on, England.
Did you know what? Let's get more Come on England's in the chat. I've scared my cat off, but I don't give a poo. Sorry, Tams, but come on, England.
Come on, America.
Stop it, Crazy Boom. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, England. Yeah, come on, England.
America.
I was like, oh, everyone's listening to me. Come on, England. No, it's just Jono. Come on, boys. After the excitement I had doing my video on YouTube earlier, come on, England. I need more excitement. Last minute goal. Let's go. By the way, Harry Kane's still not scored. Is Harry Kane washed? That is the question we have for everyone. Ask us. Give us the answers in about 2 weeks when the World Cup finishes.
Is Richarlison the better Spurs?
Is Richarlison actually that good and we've just not realised it? Who does he play for now? Tottenham?
Yeah.
Were Tottenham actual geniuses? Wait, no, wait, he plays for Tottenham. Never mind, he cannot be the best striker ever. He plays for Spurs. Oh my god, so does Harry Kane. We don't have a good striker anymore because they all play for Tottenham. Come on, Grealish. If we could have some...
You know what I love is when Tottenham players, when they sign and stuff, they start talking about how they sign because they want to win trophies.
I don't believe any word they say. Like, do you? You must not follow the Spurs days since not won a trophy account on Twitter because it's almost 6,000, mate. Since they last won the League Cup, by the way. The last trophy they won. And I remember Tottenham fans going, yeah, but the Audi Cup doesn't count, mate. It's just a friendly. Our set pieces, considering they're the best in qualifying, have been poo today.
If we're counting the Audi Cup, then United won a trophy this season, pre-season. If we're counting the Audi Cup, yeah.
I will say this. Surprisingly, I will shout this out. He has used Gio Reyna for the first time ever. His manager has subbed on Giovanni Reyna.
That's his first cap ever.
Well, they keep him on the bench. He has played for USA friendlies and stuff, but he's not been used in actual big games.
I like him. He's a good youngster on FM. He'll be if FM is things to go by, he'll be great. And I've seen him.
Gormy's very evident that he should be starting for the USA, but he never is usually picked in these.
Yeah, but that can go to a lot of people. To be fair, a lot of teams, it's just odd. You'd think they'd know better, but then we don't pick Tomori or Pickford's in goal. You don't bring people like Tony who've scored more goals than most of the English strikers on the pitch. I think there's going to be 3, and 3 is pushing it. If we got 1 minute in the last half, 3 is pushing it.
I was gonna say if we're basing off the first half, we're reckoning 2.
If it's 10, I'm leaving the studio and you'll not see me again, right, guys? I mean, if it is 10, I leave studio and you will not see me again. There's no way it's 10.
And,
We've not had a stoppage or anything.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
It's questionable that you've not bring on Phil Foden yet.
In the 99th minute, England are going to get the winner.
Would you guys agree with that?
I just need 10 minutes added on time. Quit. England score straight away.
No, what I...
Rashford? Go on, Rashford. Rashford again. Penny area. He's going for a goal!
I think it's a mistake, you guys not switching off Mount and putting on Foden at this point in the game. The fact that
it's too late. Any changes at this point of time, it's more wasting time than making a change.
Yeah, but I feel like you should have done that already.
Exactly. We should have made all of our subs by now. I don't agree with what Southgate's done today. The substitutions when he's made them. Not when he's made them, but who he's made them for, I do agree with. But the timings, it's all wrong. And this is rich coming from someone who only manages teams on a football game. But I feel like we could all think we could do better than this. It's just frustration of watching England draw 0-0 when we scored 6. And for the last week, I've been saying it's coming home. I've not said it's been coming home all year. We win 6-2. It's coming home, boys. And now this. It's normal England, guys. Normal England. We're going to go knocked out in the quarterfinals.
From an Ireland perspective, I love it when you guys like get so cocky and then you get a result kind of like the game like this.
The passing's just been so bad.
Mm.
Our final third passing has been atrocious.
Like, you've even made a shite remix of It's Coming Home at Christmas. Music of Tree Lions on a Sleigh or something.
It's beautiful.
It's a terrible, terrible Christmas.
Oh no, not Josh Sargent. Anyone but Josh Sargent. In fact, anyone but any of these people. I know. If things like I couldn't deal with it if Josh Sargent was to win. It was to win the winner. Like I can't. No, just no.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I know it's only the second game, but I feel like we should have beaten America. I feel like people are going to start going, yeah, we're not winning the World Cup. Not that after looking at the team in the first sign of the team, I didn't think we're going to win the World Cup. I still think Brazil are going to win the World Cup, but I have faith. I didn't expect us to win 6-2 against Iran, to be fair. I also didn't expect Iran to score 4 goals in 2 games, but they have. So...
I mean, you're now going to come to the question, did you use all your goals in that first game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, no, do you know what I made a joke? I said if Harry Kane scores a hat-trick against Iran, he's not going to score a goal again. Now he's not scored against Iran. He's not going to score at all. Harry Kane will not score a goal this tournament. And if he does, it'll be the goal scoring winning penalty. If he does score a goal for England, it'll be the World Cup winning penalty. Because, of course, Harry Kane has to take the penalty that wins the World Cup because he's been insignificant the whole time. Corner kick, 90 minutes gone. In corner kick for England. Come on. Harry Kane, I've just been slagging you off. Please score a goal. Trippier's going to take the corner. Come on.
4 minutes of added on time.
Wow. I didn't expect that. I said 3 and I didn't expect 3, so... I thought Crazy Boom had us with 2. I was like, oh, damn it. He was right when he should have gone safe, but no. Come on.
90
Corner's taken in. This, again, ends up in Turner's hands. He's caught the ball like 12 times now.
Man of the match, man.
Honestly, I don't even... Yeah, like, from what I've seen, I'd give Matt Turner the man of the match. I'm not even joking you.
Oh, God. I've just seen
It's been so bad.
Maguire trying to run back.
I've just seen the England fans in the Qatar kits, like with England flags on.
Yeah,
they're not good, are they? Have you seen that woman in the 66 shirt? Wasn't good.
I saw
it wasn't good. Oh, Jack Grealish has won it back dangerously. Go on, Jack. Tyler Adams is... Wow, free kick. Not Tyler Adams. Someone else literally just took him off the ball. Literally just went, is that Jack Grealish? Wow. He's gone.
That was a bad pass from, like, Zimmerman, I think, there to...
yes, Zimmerman has let him down a lot, which, like you said, last game, very lucky to be on the pitch. I don't think he's going to be playing against Iran.
Yeah. The oil Classico, that is the battle of who wants more oil. Iran versus USA.
Oil tycoon, money. That's
oil,
what it is.
Oil's on the line in that game. The winner gets the...
Is that Luke Shaw? Is he going to be sure about this free kick? On Harry Kane's head, please.
The Shaw and Trippier is around it. Now it's just like...
all on Harry Maguire. If Harry Maguire scores now, I will literally take back anything bad I've said to him in the last 6 months of the season. Ball comes in. It's in! And Harry Kane is a twat.
Get Kane off.
There you have it. Harry Kane is a twat. You've heard it here live.
Yeah, you read it here first. Not unbiased at all. I'm not biased. I don't support Arsenal. There's not 3 Arsenal shirts that way. No. I just say he's a bad striker and he needs to come off. God, put Callum Wilson on. Maybe he'll score a header. Matt Turner, man of the match, by the way. That's my man of the match is Turner, just saying.
Well, we have. If this is a draw, then we don't have the end to the debate of football soccer. Is it soccer ball?
Oh my God! Who keeps James Corden?
Exactly.
We leave him in Qatar.
We'll just leave him in Los Angeles. It's fine. Los Angeles is his own place. It's fine. You've got Hollywood and you've got America. It's fine.
Is that what the game's actually called? Soccer ball now? We can come to a conclusion.
No, they've actually just changed soccer to football, and now called American football. It's just throwball. We'll get back to that throwball. It's gonna work. Petition to change American football to throwball because England made football and not America.
Yeah, I agree.
I can get loads of people excited for it as well. I reckon it would work, Jono.
Should we do an RTL petition?
I'll do it later, mate, after this game. That's it. That's it, by the way. That we've drawn 0-0 to America. To me, Matt Turner's man of the match because he's caught the ball several times. And players like all of the players, even for America, Pulisic, no one has done anything of warrant really. Very lackluster in my opinion. Again, that's like if we don't beat Wales and Iran beat these, Iran top the group. Just think about that, by the way. Just think about that. But we have 4 points. We have 4 points. Technically, a draw would get us through, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Because if Iran win, they're on 6. If America win, they're on 5.
There is a chance you don't get out, but that would be like a heavily goal difference swing that would need.
No, I don't.
And well,
I don't know.
At the moment, Wales are on a -2 of goal difference. So
is it 4-3? It's 4-3-2-1. That's the table right now. It's 4-3-2-1. I think we're fine. As long as we don't lose, we're good.
Yeah. But I'm saying like for yous to not qualify for the next round, Wales would need to heavily swing the goal difference.
Yeah. I mean, like Wales would have to absolutely rout us.
Yeah.
That goal, because you have a goal difference of 4 at the moment, so you would need to get rid of that. That goal difference would have to be taken off the board because USA have a goal difference of 0 and the other two have -2. So
yeah. What's that?
but a draw keeps this group open. So
Yeah.
Some good news for Wales if you're listening. There's still a chance. Very small chance, but there is still a chance.
Yeah. It is. We're going to try and find someone to raid now.
And it might not be coming home.
My brother's tweet is fantastic. He just said it's the most absolutely worst performance I've ever seen from England. And I was like, we've lost to some worse teams. But
Luke Shaw was apparently given man of the match.
Nah, I don't see it. I honestly come from an England.
I don't see it either.
Turner had the ball more than anyone else, I'm pretty sure. Like, talk about playing American football. He had the ball in his hands the whole time.
I will say this: at the end of that game, Matt Turner is the highest rated USA player.
I think he played better than anyone, and
yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Shocking game. that was. I am going to fall asleep now.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
Brilliant result. Come on, USA.
Thanks
We
for
are
having
now
me.
going to raid over, and we will see you soon, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.